Yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is none other than Warzone Jones. Here to talk about this anime here. This is for anime lovers. I'm here to talk about this anime called Baki the Grappler. Really great, underrated anime out here. So I don't think this anime has really ever actually been promoted like, Dragon Ball Z or Naruto or, Bleach or any of those top 5 animes out there. But you see this anime right here, this is a very good anime and it is very underrated in my opinion. This anime right here is made by Funimation. Funimation has made a lot of great animes from Dragon Ball Z to Yu Yu Hakusho, and the list goes on from all the classic animes that they made. This anime right here, this is a really good underrated anime out here. Out there. Now this anime right here isn't necessarily based on realism, but it's not based on their fighting isn't like you would see in a Naruto or Dragon Ball Z or Yu Yu Hakusho or Bleach. They don't use magical powers in their fighting. This is basically a martial arts anime. If you like MMA, you're probably gonna like this anime. So if you like MMA and anime, you're probably gonna like this anime. It's called Baki the Grappler. Notice that word grappler. So there's a lot of grappling in it. There's a lot of striking in it. There's a lot of different styles of martial arts in it. There are guys who do boxing. There are guys who do kickboxing. There are guys who do judo. There's a bunch of martial arts style in this. Now, basically what this is about, the first season basically is about this young 13-year-old kid, this guy right here, who is basically raised to fight his whole life. So since he was born, he is basically being raised to fight by his father. Not necessarily by his father. His father doesn't train him. They do show like flashback clips of him being trained by his father, which is Yujiro Hanma. This guy right here, I know you can barely see him because the box is like a little shadowy. You can barely see him, but his father basically had a son just so his son could be the strongest fighter in the world. That's what he wanted. His father basically loves to fight. That's all he does. He loves to fight. He lives to fight. He placed fighting over money, women, food, clothes, his family, friends, whatever. Well, he don't really have any friends, to be honest with you. That's stuff that Yujiro Hanma doesn't need. And he feels that Baki Hanma, his son, should be the same way. But you see, Baki Hanma didn't turn out that way, and he doesn't like that. So he feels like Baki Hanma is weak because Baki Hanma has passion, compassion for, like opponents, here and there. And he feel like he should basically be a ruthless, cutthroat bastard, just run right through you and destroy you. That's how he felt like he should be, and he's not that way. So basically, this whole anime, Baki, this whole first season, Baki, you're basically just looking at the growth of this 13-year-old boy. Now, he is similar to, maybe you all heard of, Yusuke Urameshi from Yu Yu Hakusho. He's pretty similar to him, except he's just 1 year younger, 13-year-old boy. He has red hair, he's, juvenile delinquent almost, sort of like that. Yeah, he's a pretty much, attitude cocky boy. That's who he is. So at one point he fought this guy and he gets knocked out. He fights this really famous boxer and he gets knocked out and he started to cry a little bit. Not because he's a 13-year-old boy. He got his ass whipped, and it was the first time he ever got his ass whipped. And he cried a little bit, and then he went off on people because he never lost a fight before, and he basically didn't know how to take it. In the beginning of this, his mother. Now his mother is a little crazy. She's a little cuckoo. His mother fell in love with his father basically because he was violent, and his mother she fell in love with him just basically because he was like cutthroat and bloodthirsty. She basically supposed to be this bloodthirsty woman who likes violence. So she likes violent men. So if you're violent, she's probably going to be into you. That's why she fell in love with this guy, basically, his father. So his mother is a little cuckoo and she's a little crazy, but she is rich nonetheless. So he's rich, but although he's rich, because his mother's rich, he doesn't live with his mother. So he lives alone. A 13-year-old boy lives alone at home all by himself. So he has to fend for himself. He has to cook for himself. He has to, basically provide for himself at the age of 13 years old. So I'm guessing they did that because, well, he's supposed to be strong. And his father wants his son to be strong. So that's basically what this is in the first season. I'm going to review the second season. Now, in the first season, you're just basically seeing the growth of this young kid, Baki the grappler, 13-year-old boy who's coming up, trying to become the strongest fighter in the world. That's basically what he's trying to do. He's training to be the strongest fighter, not the youngest fighter, the strongest fighter in the world. And he just didn't turn out, as far as his attitude towards fighting, he didn't turn out the way his father wanted to, which is what I said in the beginning. This thirsty, cutthroat bastard. Now, his father seems to be very, very unstoppable in his anime. I'm telling you that right now. I ain't never seen a guy who really seems like really unstoppable. His father can take on 100 men, literally. I don't think they showed it in the second season, but his father can literally take on 100 men if he wanted to, 1,000. Literally, he can do that. He fought this big, giant polar bear that's like 12 feet tall, probably the same size as the Incredible Hulk, maybe even bigger. And he put that damn bear down within seconds. He put him down easy. He smashed him. He demolished him. He ran right through him. So this is where, like I said, where the unrealism comes on, because can't no grown-ass man beat a grown-ass bear. That's just how it is. But he smashed him completely and demolished him, with punches, basically with a bunch of punches. So, he's known as the king. Yujiro the king, like the king of fighting. They also call him like the red demon because, he wears all red and he has red hair. Baki has red hair. As this unstoppable force, an immovable object. I can't even get that word out. An immovable object is literally what Yujiro Hanma, his father, literally is. The man can beat the shit out of anybody. It doesn't matter who it is. He can beat the shit out of anybody. So he was also basically training so he can fight his father. Now, he does that in his anime, in this season, in one of these episodes. So, you get 6 DVDs, all of it, all DVDs are about an hour. Each DVD is about an hour. And, at a certain part in this anime, when he gets ready to fight his father, guess how he does? Didn't do too well. I'll tell you that right now. Didn't really do too well. His father basically demolished him, whipped his ass, stomped him into the ground pretty easily too. It wasn't even a contest, to be honest with you. It wasn't even a contest. So his father is very disappointed in his son because he's not this cutthroat, thirsty bastard. He feels like he has too much compassion. So since he feels that way about him, that he has too much compassion, he feels that his son is weak because Yujiro Hanma, Yujiro Hanma is evil. He's just plain, dirty, nasty, cutthroat, evil. And on top of that, can't nobody whoop this man's ass. Nobody. Nobody. You could send thousands of army at him and he's going to destroy them. That's just how it is. But this is a really good anime. I recommend this anime. People should watch this anime. Check out Baki the Grappler. It's made out by Funimation. This is season 1 DVD. I was lucky to actually find this for $24.99. At a pawn shop. I think that's why I got it. At a pawn shop, basically. This is a really good anime. Martial arts, all types of martial arts. Second season is even better than this season, but you should see this season too. I'm going to review the second season, so check out my second season of Baki the Grappler review. And also, they also made a movie of this. It was called Grappler Baki. Grappler Baki is what they had called the movie, but he looks completely different. He has like black hair. He has a bunch of scars on his body. But when they decided to do a TV show, a season, actual TV series, they called it Baki the Grappler. I don't know why they did that, but both are actually good. So you can even check out the movie. I might just review the movie one day. So this is What's on Jones. Check out Baki the Grappler. This is a good, underrated DVD made by Funimation. So that's my review of this. Check it out. And even check out the back. Great fight with this guy right here too. No, this guy right here, 15-year-old boy, and he is literally 7 feet tall. A 15-year-old boy who is literally 7 feet. So check out this anime. I know I keep saying that because I want you to see it. This is What's on Jones. If you haven't done so, subscribe to my channel. I'm out. Deuces.